Hello, this is Dr. Do again. This video is outside of medicine. Continue to read the Iliad by Homer. I'm going to continue to read. Even so, it is less the pain of the children still to come that weighs me down, not even of Hecuba herself or King Priam, all the thought that my own brothers, in all their numbers, all their gallant courage, may tumble in the dust, crushed by enemies. That is nothing, nothing besides your agony, when some brazen Argive hails you off in tears, wrenching away your day of light and freedom. Then far off in the land of Argos you must live, laboring at a loom, at another woman's back, and call, fetching water at some spring. Macias or Hyperia, resisting it all the way, the rough yoke of necessity at your neck. And a man may say, who sees you streaming tears? There is the wife of Hector, the bravest fighter. They could field those stallion breaking Trojans. Long ago, when the man fought for Troy, so he will say, and the fresh grave will swell your heart once more. Widowed, robbed of the one man strong enough to fight off your day of slavery. No, no, let the earth come peeling over my dead body. Before I hear your cries, I hear your dragged away. In the same breath, shining Hector reaching down for his son. But the boy recoiled, cringing against his nurse's full breast, screaming out at the sight of his own father, terrified by the flashing bronze, the horsehair crest, the great ridge of the helmet nodding, bristling terror, so it struck his eyes. And his loving father laughed, his mother laughed as well. And the glorious Hector, quickly lifting the helmet from his head, set it down on the ground, fiery in the sunlight, and raising his son, he kissed him, tossed him in his arms, lifting a prayer to Zeus and the other deathless gods. Zeus, all you immortals, grant this boy my son. May he be like me, first in glory among the Trojans, strong and brave like me, and rule all Troy in power. And one day let them say, he is a better man than his father. When he comes home from battle, bearing the bloody gear of the mortal enemy he has killed in war, a joy to his mother's heart. So Hector prayed and placed his son in the arms of his loving wife. Andromache pressed the child to her scented breast. Smiling through her tears, her husband noticed, and filled with pity now, Hector stroked her gently, trying to reassure her, repeating her name. Andromache, dear one, why so desperate? Why so much grief for me? No man will hurl me down to death against my fate, and fate, no one alive has ever escaped it. Neither brave man nor coward. I tell you, it's born with us the day that we are born. So please go home and tend to your own tasks, the distaff and the loom, and keep the women working hard as well. As for the fighting, man will see to that, all who were born in Troy, but I must of all. Hector, of flashing arms, took up his horsehair crest helmet once again, and his loving wife went home, turning, glancing back again and again, and weeping live-warm tears. She quickly reached the sturdy house of Hector, man-killing Hector, and found her women gathered there inside, and stirred them all to a high pitch of mourning. So in his house they raised the dirges for the dead, for Hector still alive. His people were so convinced that never again would he come home from battle, never escape the Argives' rage and bloody hands. Nor did Paris linger long in his vaulted halls. Soon as he buckled on his elegant gleaming bronze, he rushed through Troy, sure in his racing stride, as a stallion full-fed at the measure, stalled too long. Breaking free of his tether gallop down the plain, out for his favorite plunge in a river's cool currents, thundering in his pride. His head fell back, his mane streaming over his shoulders, sure and sleek in his glory, knees racing him on to the fields, and stellar haunts he loves. So down from Pergamus heights came Paris, son of Priam, glittering in his armor like the sun astride the skies. Exultant, laughing aloud, his fast feet sped him on. Quickly he overtook his brother, noble Hector, still lingering, slow to turn from the spot where he just had confided in his wife. Magnificent Paris spoke first. Dear brother, look at me, holding your back in your speed, dragging my feet, coming to you too late, so late, and you told me to be quick. A flash of his helmet as Hector shot back. Impossible man, how could anyone fair and just underrate your work in battle? You are a good soldier, but you hang back of your own accord, refuse to fight, and that's why the heart inside me aches when I hear our Trojans heap contempt on you, the man who bears such struggles all for you. Come, now for attack. We'll set all this to rights someday, if Zeus will ever let us raise the wimble of freedom high in our house, high to the gods of cloud and sky who live forever, once we drive these Argives, geared for battle, out of Troy. Book 7. Ajax duels with Hector. Wanting a flash in arms, Hector swept through the gates with his brother Paris. Keeping pace beside him, both men bent on combat. On they fought like wind when a god sends down some welcome blast to sailors desperate for it. Worked to death at the polished oars, beating the heavy seas, their arms slack with the labor, so welcome that a brace of men appeared to the Trojans, desperate for their captains. I'm going to stop here today and continue next time. Thank you for watching.